Today, I'm thankful for 15.5. 15.5 is a fantastic employee and performance management tool. I can't say enough good things about it. I think it's really important to have a tool like this in play, especially with the growing trend of remote workforces, right? It's hard to understand how your employees are feeling. It's hard to get a pulse on what's going on with them because they're not in the office with you and you can't pick up on that water cooler vibe or take them out to lunch or all those other things that we used to do when we would hang out with humans in person. So it is a really important tool to make sure your team is doing well. So I know most managers out there have one-on-ones with their employees. I know myself, I was always very guilty of scheduling one-on-ones and then things coming up and then blowing them off, and I just tried to have them too often and it didn't work. So with the help of 15.5, what I was able to do was do a weekly check-in with my employees using 15.5 and then only have a monthly one-on-one instead of a weekly one-on-one. And that was a longer meeting and we went through action items that were actually queued up from the weekly feedback from 15.5. So 15.5 gets its name from the concept of it should take the employee 15 minutes to fill out their survey weekly, and it should take the manager 5 minutes to review it. So 15.5 asks a series of questions, like 3 to 5, right? And the first one's always, how are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 5, right? So you can get a trend on whether or not somebody's feeling blue or they're feeling good. You know, if they're always 5s, they're probably lying. There's probably an issue there, right? If they're, always 1s, 2s, or 3s, there's definitely an issue there, and at least they're telling you, they're sharing this with you, and you have some knowledge, and you can reach out and do something about it. It rotates some questions that are created by 15.5. They're very, very deliberate questions, but they ask things like, what can I do to help you do your job better? It's really an active way for you to get a pulse on how your employees are doing, and with about minimum amount of effort from them and from you. Right? You will also get some feedback that they might not make an appointment with you and come give you, right? But it's so easy. It's right there in front of them. If they're not feeling good and they've got something to say, they might just type it and send it your way. And that gives you a chance to do something about it. And now you can respond to those comments as well when you're reviewing their submission. You can also flag them to follow up for your one-on-one meeting. There is also a feature called the high fives, where you can give a shout out to an employee that's something great they did that you want to share with the team. And the team can do that for their coworkers as well. And it creates this list of high fives, right? And you can tie that into Slack and other platforms too, so everybody can see what's going on. It's for employees and managers, but it's also for the team. I think it's important to maintain a good company culture to understand what's going on with your team. And also, it's hard for a manager to keep up on everybody and how they're doing and being able to give them the support they need, especially when you have too many direct reports, right? And that happens to everybody in a growing company at one point until you're able to hire another layer of management. So I'm thankful for 15.5. It's definitely helped me out in the past and will continue to be a big part of how I manage my employees going forward.